I need to make this 5-minute video of an explanation of my freakout on in calculus just yesterday. I told you that f of x is equal to the cube root of x, and I wanted you to find f prime of 0 on your calculator. And you learned on your calculator you can do math and then choose 8, which will bring up n derive. And you put in your function, you put in, if your function is a function of x, you put in x comma 0, and out came 100. And this is exactly what I was afraid of. So why was I so afraid of this? Because it turns out your calculator, I think I told you, your calculator does not do limits. So calculator doesn't do limits. And it can't. I mean, that's just the way this calculator rolls. It just can't do limits. It can't take anything to 0, because remember, it has to get infinitely small. So what does it do? What your calculator does is it finds, well, I'm going to write the definition. I'm going to write limit as h goes to 0. I'm going to erase this in just a second. F of a plus h minus f of a all over h. This is how you take the derivative of f at the point A. But the calculator doesn't do that. The calculator instead just does this, f of a plus h minus f of a. Remember, we want h to get really small, so the calculator sets h equal to 0.001. And I'm going to show you in just a second how to tell a computer to make it even smaller. But so why? Let's do it right now. Let's find what the calculator found. It found, remember, a. Let's fill in what we know. A is equal to 0, right? That's the point we're looking at x equals 0. So I'm going to write 0 right there. Okay. So we have f of a plus h, and that's 0 plus 0.001 minus f of 0 divided by h. Oops, I just said h is 0. I'm sorry, h is 0.001. And so this is f of 0 plus 0, f plus 0.001 is 0.001 minus f of 0 over 0.001. And let's put our function here. This is the cube root of 0.001 minus the cube root of 0 over 0.001. The cube root of 0 is 0, so I'm going to take that away. And the cube root of 0.001 is just 0.1. That was all I did was evaluate this. That's 0.1. I'm not going to write minus 0. Divided by 0.001. And what is this? This is 100. So that's how your calculator got to 100. You can get a better estimate of the slope if you used a smaller h. So if you got to this, n derive x to the 1/3 x comma 0. If you put another comma and a number in here, say 0.000001, close parentheses, you would get a number something like I think it's like 300,000. I'm not going to do it on my calculator right now, but you'd get something like 300,000. And then if you got an even smaller h, so a better approximation of derivative at x equals 0, you would get an even larger number. Okay, I don't know if that was helpful, but I'm at peace now.